Hi, I am back. If you don't know me, my name is Dr. Yvonne Burgos. I'm a psychologist. I provide individual therapy. I specialize in trauma work, and I like doing these videos. I started doing Facebook Lives a year ago, giving you guys videos on mindfulness, basic breathing, how to engage children in mindfulness. Please check out those videos. I took a year off. I had a lot going on. For those of you that don't know, I moved this last year, so that was a big change for me. And we transitioned from COVID back to the office. That was another big transition for us. We're now full time in the office. And I was also working on my own private practice that I have up and going now, and just really getting that started. So there was lots of changes for me, but I'm hoping that I could do these videos again because I really want to help spread the word, help out with any tools that might benefit anyone. So if you like these videos or other videos of mine that I have uploaded, I'm trying to upload all the Facebook ones on my YouTube channel. Oh yeah, and I now have a YouTube channel. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and hopefully over time I can get better. Go ahead and comment any positive feedback or even constructive feedback. I'll take it as long as there's no bullying. I'll delete anything that is bullying. But I am sure that no one here will do that. So today, what I wanted to talk about was in honor of back to school, because a lot of kids are going back to school this week or next week, and my best friend and friend who I grew up with, who is a kindergarten teacher. This video is dedicated to her because earlier last month, she had come to me with a question on, she said, I'm getting lots of kids who are having trouble regulating their emotions. Like, I'm getting lots of kids who just are really struggling in the classroom, and I don't know what I could do for them. And one of the things I had suggested to her that she took, and hopefully maybe she could come on or give us comment or give us an update how it's going. I think today was her first day of school, so we'll see how that goes. But one of the suggestions I had made for her was doing a calming corner. So what is a calming corner? A calming corner is just a little area specify where she can put different tools, different sensory toys. We're looking up, you could go on Amazon, they're pretty much everywhere. I actually have a box of sensory tools in my office. I don't have one with me here, but I could have shown you guys different sensory, but I'm sure you guys are aware, like the Pop-Its, even like bubbles. I keep bubbles, like I told you guys in my last video where I did the bubbles. I keep bubbles in my office. I work with juvenile delinquents, and I use that with them as well. We do DBT, and we use bubbles with them. Different sensory games, and I actually pull out my sensory box with them, and I have them pick out, and you'll be surprised. A lot of them are like really excited. They're like, "Oh my god! Like, look at these!" They all tell me the same thing. I feel like a little kid again, like getting a treat. Like, they get really excited, but I give them different sensory toys that they can utilize to help them. So you can have like different sensory toys. The Pop-Its are really popular right now. Play-Doh, bubbles, teddy bears, jump rope. Depending on their emotion, if they have a lot of energy, or maybe like even like paper. Like, sometimes when I have kids that are angry, I'll have them just color like their emotions, but like was like really pushed down, and so you can have colors, crayons, books to read. So if they have a lot of energy, a lot of aggression in them, you can have like maybe a bouncy ball to bounce you to release some of that energy. And one of the ideas that I had given her was, on top of having her calming corner and having all these sensory toys there available for the kids, was also a way to help them kind of pick, like, how do they pick what tool to do. And what I suggested to her, this is actually an idea that I got from Pinterest. But it took us we went to Dollar Tree, and we probably spent less than $5, maybe even $3. I'm not sure how much we spent, but it was very cheap. But we bought this container, and then she actually printed out this for her she calls it chill, and she has this little guy right here meditating, so she could label her little container. But inside these things are ice cubes, the frozen ice cubes. We bought them at the Dollar Tree. So this is what a Dollar Tree is like $1.25 now. That's $1.25, so $2.50. And then because her kids are kindergarten, they're really small, but she printed out a page of little pictures of different things, calming tools they could do, and we cut them up and we tape them on here. So this one says, God, it's so small. Set timer. So putting a timer like for the time. So what they would do is when they're having big feelings, you could say, hey, I think we're having some really big feelings right now. What if we go to the calming corner? Or instead of saying what if, you could say, let's go to the calming corner to help you manage those big feelings you're having. And you can even make a game out of it. You know, like I said in my previous videos, kids really thrive on games. So if you make a game out of it, they really enjoy that. You can say, come on, let's pick out a tool, and you can mix it up. Let's pick out a tool to see what's going to help you today. And then you have them pick one out. And she actually tested it. This was a little kid who was in kindergarten. He was about 5 years old. This one doesn't have a picture. He was about 5 years old, and to see if he understood. And she had him like guess, what is this? And he was able to guess what it was a picture. So this one is draw. Say, okay, so draw. So let's grab some paper and pen and have you drawing. And then you can set the timer for a time to let them know, okay, we're going to put it for 2 minutes and you're going to draw for 2 minutes. Or you could just have them draw onto you could tell them you could draw until you feel like your big feelings, you know, you're not having some big feelings anymore. One of the caveats of this that I would stay away from, you could call it calming corner, chill zone, whatever you want to call it. However, I will be careful to making it a consequence or some kind of punishment. You're acting up right now. I think you need to go to a calming corner, or I think you need to go on a timeout. Let's go timeout and pick a tool. So you want to stay away from that, because then if you create this into a negative punishment, what they're going to associate is this as a negative or a punishment or some kind of consequence, and it's going to be an adverse reaction rather than helping them. The idea behind this, and I have talks with like my teenagers and say, you know, in kindergarten is a prime age, and it could work for older kids too. It doesn't have to just be the whole family could do it. You know, the whole family could say, let's go to our calming. I actually, one of these days, maybe in the video I'll show you guys, but I have my meditation space. I have a little corner where I have like candles, and I have a place where a pillow where I can meditate, and it's my calming corner. So you can even model this for your kids. But for the little ones, I tell them, if we learn these tools early on, this is teaching us and setting us up for the rest of our lives when we're having these big feelings. We're teaching them how to manage these big feelings. So it's a great way of showing them and teaching them early on, like, hey, you're having a big feeling right now. You're feeling frustrated. A lot of times you can even name, you know, one of these I tell the parents when I used to work with little ones, and I work with the parents, was like, let's try to build a vocabulary by naming the feeling they're having. Like, I could see that you're feeling frustrated right now. Let's go to a calming corner to see how we can help you manage or deal, I wouldn't say deal, but manage that big feeling or that frustration. Let's pick something out. Maybe something from the chill box or whatever you want to call this can help you out. So hopefully I'll tell my friend, she started school today, so we'll see. I actually kept this. I said, no, I have to make the video before you take it, because she wanted to take it. But maybe next week she could give us an update on how it's going for her, or maybe next, you know, in a couple of weeks, after a couple of weeks of school. I think today was her first day of school with the students, but to see how it's going and how it's working out. And the other thing that I tell my kids, not just my kids, my clients actually, adults, I say, you know, when we're learning these coping skills, it's like a toolbox, and not every tool is going to work. So if they pick one out and it doesn't work, then you say, okay, let's try another one. That way they're learning, hey, if this might work this time, but it might not work next time. If someone's feeling sad, maybe getting their energy up is going to help them. Someone's feeling frustrated, so letting that aggression go by throwing themselves on a big teddy bear, like those big ones that are the size of kids, or something soft, obviously, or bouncing on a ball, or sometimes drawing, coloring to calm the mood. Different things are going to help. Blowing bubbles helps with the breathing. So it's teaching them different tools that they can use. Not every tool is going to work every time. So just because it didn't work that time doesn't mean that idea doesn't work. It just means like, hey, let's try another one that is going to work for us. And consistency, and like I said, trying not to use it as a punishment or a consequence, but rather as a way of teaching them how to manage their feelings. So we want to be really careful that we're not using it as a timeout. That we're not saying, okay, you need to go on timeout. It's more of, hey, you're having big feelings, let's go to the calming corner. And then also modeling that for them. So I hope this video helps. Please, like I said, go ahead and share it with anyone. Subscribe, like my channel. I really, really appreciate it. And I'll try to get more videos going for you guys. And hopefully, please comment. Let me know how it goes. I love to hear feedback. I loved it when I had when I did the bubble ones. I had a friend of mine send me a video of her son blowing bubbles, and it was the cutest thing. So I really would love to hear anything like that, any feedback. If this is something that resonated with you, please, I would love to get the feedback. Thank you, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.